Hello, how you doing? It's Forex Farmer here. I'm Paul. I'm not a real farmer, just so you know. Quick video here to tell you about how I trade the ICT Silver Bullet Trading Strategy, which is a strategy that ICT talks about. It can be traded every single day. He trades it on the ES futures. I trade it on the Forex pairs, primarily cable. I've noticed there's a lot of YouTube videos out there talking about how you trade this strategy on futures. There's not many telling you how you trade it on Forex. So I'm going to tell you how I trade it. Listen, this is really, really good. All right, it's a brilliant strategy. If you just did this on a daily basis, you probably would be profitable because as long as you take note of these 6 steps, and you enter a trade, as long as all these 6 steps are adhered to, you should do pretty well. I'm going to talk about it very quickly about what we need to do. Right, so we do this at 9:30 a.m. New York local time. If you're anywhere but the US, so for instance I'm in the UK, you need to make sure you set this to New York time. That way your times down here will be New York, so it will work. Or you will be looking at the right time, put it that way. At 9:30 a.m. New York local time, what you want to do is you want to look at your charts, all right, on a Forex pair. And at that time, you want to mark out the highs and the lows that you see. The swing high and swing low at 9:30, right, which I've done here, as you can see. Okay, sorry about that. My cat started going crazy, so I just had to pause the video and sort her out. Okay, so where was I? Right, so we're looking for a liquidity sweep between 9:30 a.m. and 10 a.m. Okay, which we can see happened here because this high was taking out. We did that on the 5 minutes. Drop down to the 1 minute, and we're looking for displacement along with market structure shift and fair value gap created. Okay, what is a market structure shift? If you don't know, this is a market going up and down, up and down. It's bullish, as you can see. But then, oh, what's happened here? It has broken this high to the downside. So in a bullish market, let me just move that down so it's better. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, lower high. So it has broken structure to the downside there. That's a market structure shift. Okay, same, if we're going on a down, if we're bearish and then suddenly we have market structure shift here to the upside because we've got a higher low. Okay, so that's that. We're looking for a market structure shift, which we get here. If we have a look, we can see we get a market structure shift here because there's the low, there's a high, and there's a lower high breaking this low. So that's a market structure shift. We're also looking for displacement. What do I mean by displacement? Okay, so we've got a candle here. I'm not very good at drawing. Look at this. So we've got a candle here. Okay, a displacement candle is one that's got a lot more force, a lot more power behind it than the others, if that makes sense. So we've got a boatload of little candles. I'm not going to draw the wicks on them all, all the candles here are sort of going up, and then suddenly there's a big powerful candle to the downside like that, creating a market structure shift. That's displacement. Big powerful candle. Okay, so we're looking for displacement, we're looking for a market structure shift, and then we're looking for a fair value gap. What's a fair value gap? Okay, let's just use this as an example. So if we've got candle, the fair value gap here is this area that area there between the low of that candle, the high of that candle, can you see there is nothing filling there? There's nothing there. There's a candle here, there's a candle there, but there's nothing in the middle. That's what's called a fair value gap. So we need all these three things. If we just have a market structure shift and a fair value gap and no displacement, it's not valid. If we've got displacement, market structure shift, but no fair value gap, if this is coming all the way up to there like that, no entry. That's no entry. We need to have all three: displacement, market structure shift, and fair value gap, which we get here. We get a fair value gap there, and we enter on the fair value gap, target the high, going for a 1 to 1, and that's how we do it. Okay, so we want to go to Euro USD, because Euro USD is, yeah, Euro USD is a good pair for this particular strategy. So let's just choose one at random, and we'll go to 9.25. Okay, so 9.25, brilliant. So that's 9.30, is it? No, that's 9.25, so that's 9.30. Okay, brilliant. So let's mark up our highs and lows. So there's a high. What else have we got? Low? We've got a low there, look. Yep. We've also got a high. Do you know what? I'm just going to go with that high and that low. Yeah, that'll do. So we've broken the low already in a big way. Drop down to the 1 minute. So we're looking for a market structure shift now. So if we break this high here, I would class that as a market structure shift. And we have no displacement yet though. We're waiting for displacement. We've dropped down again. So therefore that now becomes our area that we want to break. And we're going down even more. So then it became this. Not quite. We need to close above and we need displacement. That's a close above, but not a big close, so not good enough. Okay, let's keep going. Okay. That's it. Look at that. You can tell. If you're ever saying to yourself, I'm not sure if that's displacement or not, you know if it's displacement. Look at that candle. Let's look at the next one to see if it's valid. It is valid. We've created a fair value gap. Displacement, market structure shift. We have got a fair value gap here, but we also may have a fair value gap here. So we need to see what the next candle does. So there's the next candle. So that's given us another fair value gap here to enter in on. We're down. We've entered. Let's get our... We want to be swing low to this, and then we want to target 1 to 1. So let's get that just at the top of the fair value gap. There we go. Let's see what happens. And there we go. 1 to 1. Now, let's just zoom out a little bit and have a little look. We've got a high from London up there. So let's see if we'd have run it up to the high of London, what would have happened. Because you could take partials here, move your stop to break even. Let's have a look. And we've hit that as well, look. Brilliant. And that's all we do every single day. That's just one example. Don't take my word for it. Go on the charts, have a look. Go back in time, see what happens. You will find they win a lot of the time. Euro USD is a good pair to try this on. Cable can work as well. Try it out, see what you think. Anyway, like and subscribe. Hope it's been useful. I'll see you on the next video.